Hi, it's Richard Moore from Racing Profits Guides, and we're just up here at Dainthorpe at Mick Appleby's yard, and we've bumped into Andrew Mullen, so we thought I'd have a chat with Andrew about his career to date and obviously some of the courses that he rides. Nice to meet you today, Andrew. Are you alright?
Yeah, great, thanks.
So let's chat a bit about your career to start with. What brought you into horse racing?
Just the love of it, really. I just went to the racing school and I just got hooked in it, really.
Did you?
I really enjoyed the way things got done. It was something I've never done before, so I just gave it a go. I thought, I like this.
Yeah, and you went to, was it Kevin Ryan you were with as the apprentice?
I was Kevin Ryan's apprentice for a while, and it was really good.
Yeah. And how many years were you there with Kevin?
I think I was there 4 years, I think.
Until you lost your claim, your claim
4 or
there,
5 years, yeah.
Yeah, so you rode quite a few for Kevin?
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
Yeah. And you also, I understand you were privileged enough to work with Kevin Darley a bit as well?
Yeah, I went to his house just to go on the horse exerciser before I got my licence, and he just had me on the horse exerciser and told me what I should be doing and what I shouldn't be doing.
And you learnt a lot from him, did you?
Yeah, well, he's that kind of person. You'll take his advice. So he's been in racing a long time, so
done everything, hasn't he?
All,
Champion
so,
jockey, yeah. So.
Yeah.
And you learnt a lot, and that's brought you on. Do you think your career's developed through the last few years because of that, or just through hard work as well?
Well, it took me a while to get my head down properly and take the job serious. And when I decided it was time to do it proper, this opportunities came along, and I'm taking it with both hands.
Yeah. And so you're now stable jock for Mick Appleby predominantly. You do ride for other trainers as well, don't you?
Yeah, I ride for David Barron. I've had a couple for him this year.
For Alan as well, Alan McCabe, yeah?
Alan McCabe, he uses me quite a bit on Norweather, and Alan Swimbank, which I get a good few from him. Dandy Nichols.
Yeah.
So I've got a wide range of people who I ride for, but now I'm riding for Mick. It just makes it so much easier going racing, maybe 2 or 3 for Mick, and then picking up spares from your other trainers. Yeah.
So Mick's quite happy with that, is he?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's good. It's nice to have the support of a trainer like that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he understands how hard the game is, and I think we're growing as a team together. Like we've got some lovely owners, and there's more and more horses coming in every day. So.
And you live up north, don't you? You live, is it around Scotch Corner way?
Well, I live at Beedale, just outside. It's about 8 miles from Scotch Corner.
Yeah, Catterick way, isn't it, there? So do you ride predominantly on the northern tracks, or do you do some southern tracks as well?
Well, I've always been based up north, so it's a bit of a shock to the system now, coming down to Salisbury and driving down there, because then you're only riding for Mick. So I hope I'm trying to build up new contacts down south. When I'm going down south, I can get
a few more rides, spares as well. Yeah. That's excellent. And how many winners have you had this year? Do you know?
I think it's 36.
36. Yeah, I know you had a good one last week, didn't you?
Yeah, he won well. Yeah, that was for Mick. And it was great for the owners. Our first runner for the owner.
Was it?
And it was a difficult horse when it came. He was very nervous, and the lads in the yards have done a great job with him.
Just developing the horse,
and just getting him to a routine, and what Mick does, he just gets him nice and quiet, lets him get on with it, and then he enters them up. And
he's got a real reputation for that, hasn't he? Taking horses that maybe were a bit of trouble elsewhere, and he really brings them on. Yeah,
well, we've got great facilities. We've got the swimming pool, and we've got a mile gallop. It's just and everything's so relaxed, so you can tell the horses are happy.
They respond to that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, we'll go on to the next part of the video where we'll talk about some of the courses you ride. Okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Okay, Andrew, let's talk a little bit about Lingfield Park then. I know you've started racing a bit more down south over the last year or so.
Yeah.
Have you got on at Lingfield? You've had 3 winners, I think, so far?
Yeah, well, I don't really go down much, but when I do go down, they're normally worth going down for. I had a double for Mick just before Christmas when I got the job, and I think I've been back once since, and it won. So
that's a good tip from you then. If Mick's sending one with you on board down there, he usually thinks he's got a good chance.
Well, we hope so, because it's a long way away.
It is a long track, isn't it? And how do you find it as a course? Obviously that's poly track as well there. They replaced it last year, so it's a lot lighter, the kickback, is it?
Yeah, it's a nice course to ride. They do ride a bit tight, and I don't mind the track, to be honest.
No. And it's more undulating though, isn't it? Whereas Kempton and Wolverhampton and Southall, you'd say a pancake flat.
Yeah.
At least at Lingfield, sorry, you do tend to have a bit of undulation there.
Yeah, well, it runs away from you down that hill, and that's where they get racing from sometimes, and then swing into the bend. But I just think you need a bit more balance going around Lingfield, and
because of the downhill swing
you would for Enidol or all weathers.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the trips there then. The mile trip, you've ridden over the mile, that's sort of at the top of the hill on the back straight, and then it's downhill all the way down that back straight, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you can jump, you don't really want to be running too free. You want them nice and relaxed, and try and save an energy till you get to the hill, and let them freewheel down the hill and get them rolling without them knowing that they're doing too much work.
And do you notice that hill when you ride there compared to the flatter tracks?
Yeah, when I used to watch it on telly, it's not really, you don't really see it, but I went and when you're riding it, you can definitely feel it, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I've walked around it a few times, and when I stop down there, I'll run round the track on the inside, and you do notice that hill.
You definitely do, yeah.
It's quite a noticeable hill. And then obviously the 7 furlong and 6 furlong. The 6 furlong's practically onto the bend, isn't it, as you come out of there?
Yeah, you're straight onto the bend, and same again, you're running right down to the hill.
And, but it's a bit flatter on that bottom part, isn't it?
It's flat and flat there, then run down to the bend.
And it's quite a sharp bend into the home straight, isn't it, at the end of there?
Same again, they come up the middle there, and you do get horses that come from behind Lingfield.
I think people like Ryan Moore, I've noticed he tends to go a bit wider into that bend and then slingshot off it into the home straight, does
I think you're riding a different kind of horse down there. I think you don't have to be in a rush anywhere around there. As long as you jump and travel, you don't have to make the running. You can sit wherever you're happy. And when they come around the bend, it does end up, they do fan out of it, so you get a bit.
So would you tend to aim for the centre of the track there, or would you stay on the inside rail all the way round?
No, I would always be looking for my get out to go up the middle.
So you don't get any trouble?
Yeah.
Would you say that being so tight though into that home straight, do you tend to think the horses bunch up a bit there? Or?
Well, it gets a bit crowded, but when they do turn, because they're running down that hill, they're going quite quick, and when they turn in, they do spread out. So there's not very often an unlucky loser there, unless something really goes wrong.
Because how long's the finish straight there?
I think it's is it 2.5?
2.5, yeah. It's a bit shorter than Southall, but it's quite a long straight, isn't it, to get out of trouble?
Yeah, exactly.
And then the 5 furlong sprint, that's a small spur off at the bottom of the back straight, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I rode that for the first time this year, and from Mick. And he said, just jump, go, make it if you can. But the 2 I jumped, and I couldn't believe how quick we were going. So I just sat second on him. And to be fair, the horse did win, and he enjoyed it around there. So no, I think the 5 furlong races I ran quick and quick and honest, I think.
So that race you won, you say you just sat in second place all the way round into the straight, and then
I just sat on the quarters. I thought I was going quick enough, and when I came off the bend, I just up the middle of the track, and he picked up and he's went again.
Did he? Yeah, excellent. And so, how do you find the surface there? Is it a bit faster than Wolverhampton, or is that the hill? Do you think makes it faster?
I just think.
Pretty sharp.
It's just not flat. So you've got your hill, what you run down, and quicker surface, I think.
So you definitely noticed it since they've replaced it there, or is it you haven't really noticed the difference because you've only just started riding?
I've only started really down south, so these tracks, as long as you go and have a look at them and watch the racing and see if you can take any tips anywhere along the line. Yeah,
and have you done any distance races around the round there? Or?
I think I rode a horse that I won on called Royal Peculiar.
Yeah.
I think that was over 1.25 miles.
Right.
I think it definitely was around there.
So that sort of starts in front of the stand.
Right in front of the stand.
Yeah.
And you just got into a rhythm, and they went quick enough, and there was no hard luck story there. So
that bend, that sweeping bend around at the end
I had them running.
That's uphill, isn't it?
I had them where I wanted to be, and he's a big powerful horse and he enjoyed it going around.
Smashing. Alright, well thanks for your insight into Lingfield Park, that's great, especially the all-weather side. Thanks.
Thank you.